You are watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. We begin with a developing story out of Long Beach, California. A veteran fire captain is dead and another firefighter is wounded after they were shot at a retirement home.
ABC's Aaron Kotarski tells us why officials believe it may have been a deadly ambush.
It was just before 4 in the morning when firefighters in Long Beach were summoned to Covenant Manor for reports of an explosion and a smell of gasoline.
We're really trying to get a handle on exactly what is going on.
Firefighters heard alarms blaring, sprinklers had activated, some windows were blown out. It may have been a deadly ambush.
That's the environment we work in today as law enforcement and firefighters. You go to these scenes and you never know what's on the other side of those doors. And these brave firefighters went through those doors and unfortunately they were met with gunfire.
The shooter was on the second floor towards the west end of the hallway.
Firefighters had extinguished the flames and were inside the 11-story senior living facility when the shots rang out. The captain, 45-year-old David Rosa, did not survive.
This is a tough day. It's a tough day.
Captain Rosa was a husband and father of 2. He had been with the Long Beach Fire Department 17 years. His body escorted with full honors from St. Mary Medical Center to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office.
Very saddened this morning, a rough Monday morning for all of us. Our fire department and police department, we're brothers and sisters, so this is hitting us extremely hard.
The injured firefighter is expected to survive. A civilian caught in the gunfire is also expected to live. There's a person of interest in custody and a weapon recovered. Aaron Kotarski, ABC News, New York.
The March for Our Lives campaign will make its way to the Suncoast this week. Students from Stoneman Douglas High School and others will make a stop in Charlotte County tomorrow. Organizers will start their day in Ashley Park with a voter registration drive from noon to 2. After that, there will be a town hall meeting at the Punta Gorda United Congregational Church of Christ at 5:30.
More than 500,000 people in the state of Florida are affected by Alzheimer's. And with it being Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, it's important to know where you can turn if you or a loved one needs help.
ABC7's Jackie Kelly tells us about those resources.
It's sad seeing your loved one getting older and being more forgetful, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Rose Block's mother is starting to forget.
She wakes up, is confused whether it's day or night, and just very, very forgetful from time to time.
She's not alone. The Alzheimer's Association says as an aging population, more and more people experience some form of dementia each year. When this occurs, they urge people to reach out.
We want to identify what the cause is. Is it truly Alzheimer's? Is there other root cause reasons for their, whether it's age-related changes or if it is the disease?
Although there's no cure for Alzheimer's, once it's identified, a caretaker can figure out how to go about the disease. The director of rehab at Sunset Lake Health and Rehabilitation Center says that could mean adding certain activities into someone's day.
If you don't use something, you're going to lose it. It could be motor function, and it's also your cognitive skills. So if a person sits around and they don't do anything at all, they're going to lose their ability to communicate.
As for getting help, it's better to be proactive.
The sooner the intervention, the greater quality of life that we can have them to progress in, whether it's in the disease or being able to find placement support socially for them as well.
The Alzheimer's Association says along with connecting patients to centers in their area, they also can help connect people with financial resources or local elder law attorneys.
An update now on the new parking garage going up on St. Armand Circle. The city broke ground on that last month. It's a $15 million facility. This is what the former parking lot now looks like. You can see it's a big construction zone. Workers are in the early stages of building a 4-level garage on the land behind the Columbia restaurant. It will add hundreds of spaces to this busy shopping area, which comes as a relief to both shoppers and those who work here as well. Bronson Langston works for a clothing store on the Circle, and he says he's looking forward to the additional parking.
I think it's a great idea because we need more parking in the area.
Is it a hassle to park and work in this area?
Yes, it is.
Parking in the garage will be 50 cents an hour. The city is also adding parking meters to the rest of the area, and the prime spots around the Circle will cost $1.50 per hour. The garage, though, should be done by December. Going up fast.
Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. I know Bob has been tracking some storms in our area tonight. Bob?
Yeah, on social media, I have a friend there, Daniel Matuzik, and he actually sent this photo in and posted it. And get a look at this. This is a half hour before the lightning fatality on Siesta Key, looking south now. And you can see the dark clouds, the billowing clouds here, and I'm sure that you could hear the thunder as well. This was moving up to the north. And look at these people here. You got some folks just still kind of lying around there and on the chairs near the water. A few people off in the distance here. You can see a couple of people here lined up right on the beach. This is not the time to be out there. Notice it's not raining there, but again, these bolts from the blue can happen, and all of a sudden you can get hit, and this is what happened yesterday. Now we have some big storms again, and we're going to get to this pattern. Not so much of this week. We're going to see more and more storms again scattered about, but not as many on Monday, or I should say Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But then some tropical moisture moves in, a little bit more rain expected over the weekend. Again, looking at the heavy lightning that's occurring right now up in Bradenton, Oneiko, and also some bolts out there where it's not hardly even raining. We've seen a couple of these already. Bayshore Gardens now getting some heavy rainfall there, stretching all the way out to Whitfield Avenue, and you can see I-75 tough driving. If you have to go somewhere, you might want to postpone that for a little while longer as these storms work through. That's torrential rain at the Meadows. Also in North Sarasota, downtown Sarasota, some pretty heavy rainfall there, and now Longboat Key getting some rain. This particular line of showers is really progressing to the northwest very slowly, so you could get some ponding of the water on the roadways there, causing some minor flooding problems. Here's some of the times we expect that heavy rainfall to move in, although you're getting some light rain now in West Bradenton and near Palmasola. Around 6:19 is when most of the heavy rain should be moving overhead at that point and producing the possibility of some flooding problems there. Another bolt from the blue, or not a bolt from the blue, but a positive strike right there northwest of Whitfield Estates. And some heavy rainfall with frequent lightning near Lake Sarasota, I-75 near Bee Ridge, and again, it stretches all the way along Fruitville and Bee Ridge toward the Lido. Now, the big picture showing high pressure is located to the north. You can see the progression basically east to the west. That's our normal flow for the next couple of months. Once in a while it gets disrupted, but we'll see that west coast sea breeze develop. This will meet it, and then those storms will really fire up here along the west coast of Florida. That's the way it is here in the summer months. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you. We trust our smartphones with all of our important information nowadays: credit card numbers, our real-time location, and even access to our bank accounts. What many don't know is many of those smartphones are manufactured in foreign countries like Russia and China. Now, attacks are targeting the devices that you constantly carry in your pocket. U.S. intelligence is banning some Chinese phone manufacturers out of fear that these companies are collecting Americans' data. They're calling it a threat to national security. Now, Russia is making a version of the new iPhone X. But is this something consumers like you should be worried about? We're investigating coming up at 7.
Your phone is compromised. How much of your life is centered on a phone? Pretty much all of your banking transactions, all your friends, every account for everything you get into is all usually controlled via your phones.
Tonight at 7, we'll tell you which phones you should be worried about and how to protect your priceless information from getting into the wrong hands. Join Alan Cohn tonight at 7 at the Trapezoid.
Now to the immigration crisis at the border. President Trump signing an executive order to keep families together, but remaining firmly against releasing them while they await trial. The current law says children need to be released from detention within 20 days, even if they are with their parents. Sources say the White House is quietly pushing a bill that eliminates this 20-day cap, since Congress is unlikely to pass a larger compromise immigration bill on Tuesday.
I would think that if it doesn't pass on Tuesday night, you'll see a follow-up piece of legislation within days.
The president has said repeatedly the only answer to the immigration crisis is a wall. With little chance of getting funding for that wall without Democratic support, he's now using the crisis as a call to vote Republican at the midterms.
New at 5, American Airlines will add nonstop service to Chicago O'Hare at the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. The daily service will be operated seasonally beginning December 19th, and tickets are now available for sale. Also, some more options for a European vacation. Norwegian Air will launch nonstop flights to London's Gatwick Airport from Tampa International starting this October. Right now, you can only fly from Tampa to London on British Airways. The new service is part of Norwegian Air's plan to expand in North America. The first flights will start at $214 one way.
That's also on the new Dreamliner. aircraft that Boeing is making, which are quieter, and apparently it's a much better flying experience for folks.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, could a daily insulin shot be replaced by a pill?
The new drug that may have potentially solved the challenge for diabetics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs right at home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call right at home. Get the right care right at home.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here. Because
why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch The Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
The ABC7 First Alert weather app just got even better. It's easy to use once you download it. First, tell the app to follow you, so you get alerts pinpointed to exactly where you are. Then customize your settings with all the places you go, from the beach to grandmother's house. Get accurate alerts for everyone you care about. You can even pick which weather alerts and categories you want and what they sound like. More ways to customize and more ways to keep your family safe. Download the ABC7 First Alert weather app today.
For those living with diabetes, specifically those who require daily life-saving insulin shots, it's a daily ritual. But could that soon change? Here's ABC's Janae Norman.
What if the diabetic's daily insulin shot could be replaced by a pill? That's what researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health are studying, and their report in the Journal of the American Medical Association claims that they've overcome the biggest obstacle, making an insulin pill that can endure the caustic acids of the stomach to deliver the drug to the intestines where they can be absorbed. They've combined insulin, which regulates blood sugar, with safe doses of naturally occurring substances called choline and uronic acid. Both can be found in the body and even plants like lemongrass. Combining all three resulted in a pill that was very effective at decreasing blood sugar levels, lasting longer than insulin traditionally injected into the skin. No insulin pill has previously worked until now. This pill could be stored at room temperature or in the fridge for months before going bad. Here's the frustrating part. The pill is not yet ready for public use. There's further testing needed, and nobody knows how much the drug would cost. But the study provides a potential blueprint for a way injectable drugs could be delivered in pill form. Insulin without the ouch. With this Medical Minute, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News.
Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Casey Key webcam showing a nice beach day today, but then the storms are rolling in. No one should be on the beach right now with this lightning that's occurring from Manatee County southward. Really, you can see those storms racing through now, and the rain is heavy, the lightning is frequent, and that's going to continue, it looks like, for the next hour or so. A lot of people don't know it, but it's the people that get hit by lightning. It's after the storm has moved on through. A majority of the people who are struck by lightning, it's after the rain has come to an end and the storms have moved on. And I'll show you another picture here on the radar screen which shows some lightning back behind the actual heavy rainfall. Again, there's the heavy rain. There's lightning going on right now. We've had some lightning out ahead of the rain too earlier, and now it's really increasing in northwest Bradenton along State Road 64, Manatee Avenue, and Palmasola, also into El Conquistador. Bayshore Gardens getting a lot of lightning right now, and also Elwood Park. You can see that live lightning detection near Lakewood Ranch as well. I-75 in downtown Sarasota. So folks, be careful out there. It's going to continue for the next hour or so, and you can see from the 3D slice of the radar picture showing these storms up to 40,000 feet. Anything above 30,000 can generate thunderstorms or lightning, if for that matter. And also, people heard the story, if you hear thunder roar, go indoors. Well, a lot of times there's always that first bolt. So if you see storms building during the summer months in Florida, you can pretty much bet in about 20 to 30 minutes that storm is going to generate lightning for the most part. Again, another little slice showing that's up to 40,000 feet in northwest Bradenton. Heavy rain now on Siesta Key and still some lightning strikes occurring there. Here's one back behind the rain. This one occurred where the rain isn't happening right now. That's east of I-75. And here are a few more lightning strikes here as well, well east of where the storm is. So they can come in all different directions when it comes to these lightning strikes, and you can see that near Bayshore Gardens, the heavier rainfall. Rainfall rates up to about 1.5 inches to 2 inches an hour. So there's some pretty torrential downpours. This one's really starting to explode now too, near State Road 64, spreading up toward Waterleaf, eventually into Heritage Harbor, and then to Parrish. And Parrish will see some heavy rainfall there over the next 20 or 30 minutes. Your day planner for Tuesday, calling for showers and storms scattered about in the afternoon and evening once again. The rain chance at 40%. It's going down a little bit, but still there'll be a few around even on Tuesday. And Wednesday, things start to change a little bit more so with inland storms being the main focus. But tomorrow we'll get that activity kind of shifting off toward the west. And you'll notice on Wednesday that sea breeze front will become active, but notice it moves toward the east. So we're going to go back into that chance for morning showers along the coast, and then mainly inland storms in the afternoon pushing toward the east coast for the most part, it looks like, on Wednesday and Thursday. Current conditions, we still have rain, a thunderstorm in progress at the airport now, 88 degrees, although this number's come down now into the upper 70s. The high today was 91 degrees, above average. 89 is our normal, and we've had 2/100 of an inch of rainfall so far, but we're getting more there right now. And our monthly total below, actually almost 3 inches below average. For the beach forecast, southeast winds turn to the southwest at 10 knots, and seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The 7-day forecast then, a slight chance for scattered storms through Wednesday and Friday. Now you can see that at 30%. As I mentioned, most of that will be inland, and then we see some tropical moisture move in. A better chance for showers and storms on Saturday and Sunday, and some of those could produce some locally heavy rainfall, and those will be, again, moving back toward the coast, it looks like. We could see some earlier thunderstorms, too, as well into the late morning hours. Temperatures will stay close to seasonal averages. Sure looks like summer. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Time now to check your First Alert traffic for the drive home. It looks like that rain is causing some congestion on the interstate. The northbound lanes of I-75 are backed up between Clark Road and State Road 70. The southbound lanes are slow going between Fruitville and Clark Road. Scott?
Thanks, Jacqueline. Gray Television and Raycom Media announcing a merger that would create the third largest television broadcast group in the country. Georgia-based Gray and Alabama-based Raycom, ABC7's owner, said Monday they're combining the companies in a $3.6 billion deal. The companies say the merged firm will have more than 140 television stations serving 92 markets, ranging from large TV markets such as Cleveland and Tampa, Sarasota, to smaller markets like Ottumwa, Iowa. Raycom's president and CEO says companies have wanted to buy Raycom in the past, but it was never the right fit.
The reality is it has come up before. There's a lot of consolidation going on in the broadcast industry, and we've been approached many times. We've just never been able to find the right fit until now.
LaPlatney says the companies both share similar corporate cultures that bring strong service to their local communities and powerful news heritage.
Whole Foods will soon offer discounts for Amazon Prime members at every U.S. store. Beginning on Wednesday, Prime members can earn additional savings at all Whole Foods stores in the country. To get those discounts, members can use the Whole Foods app at checkout or type in their Amazon-linked cell phone number. The deals change each week. Now, this is part of Amazon's increasing influence on the grocery chain, which the online retailer bought for more than $13 billion last year.
Apple is now offering some free fixes to MacBook owners who are having problems with their keyboards. Users have been complaining about keys that either get stuck or don't respond at all on MacBook models dating back to 2015. Apple says the fix will range from working on specific keys or even replacing the entire keyboard.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Florida Studio Theater presents Always Patsy Cline, extended due to popular demand. A tuneful tribute, the story of Patsy's rise to stardom is told by her biggest fan. Featuring such hit songs as Walkin' After Midnight, I Fall to Pieces, Crazy, and many more you know and love. Critics are calling Always Patsy Cline a genuine hit. Audiences are calling it outstanding. Always Patsy Cline is now playing. Tickets can be purchased at 941-366-9000 or floridastudiotheater.org.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Dr. Ed James II was a visionary. He brought important issues to the forefront on Black Almanac, and ABC7 will honor his legacy and continue to advance his mission. Tune into all new episodes of Black Almanac, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on ABC7.
Michael Jackson fans remembering the music legend today.
It's been 9 years since the King of Pop died. On June 25th, 2009, Jackson went into cardiac arrest at his home and was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Jackson was 50 years old. The singer left behind 3 children and a music career that spanned decades. Jackson is still known across the world for his chart-topping and award-winning songs. In 2009, Jackson's death was ruled a homicide caused by acute propofol intoxication. His doctor was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. He served 2 years of a 4-year sentence.
Richard Benjamin Harrison, the grandfather figure known as the Old Man on Pawn Stars, has died. Rick Harrison's gold and silver pawn shop announced his death on Facebook this morning, saying he died over the weekend surrounded by family. He was referred to as the brains behind the brawn of the pawn shop and was well known for his blunt advice. He was a popular favorite on Pawn Stars, the History Channel reality series, which centered on the daily business of the pawn shop, which he co-owned with his son, Rick.
The Supreme Court is declining to weigh in on the case of a teenager convicted of rape and murder featured in the Netflix series Making a Murderer. Brendan Dassey was 16 years old when he confessed that he joined his uncle in raping and murdering Teresa Halbach in 2005. Dassey's attorneys say he's borderline intellectually disabled and was pressured into a false confession. They wanted his confession thrown out in a new trial. Dassey's attorneys can still try to get him a new trial, but they'd have to convince a judge that newly discovered evidence warrants one.
For the second time this year, actress Heather Locklear was arrested for battery on a police officer and emergency personnel. Officials responded to 2 domestic disturbance calls at her home Sunday. A Ventura County sheriff says Locklear was extremely intoxicated and uncooperative. Authorities say she kicked a deputy and an EMT who was trying to evaluate her. The 56-year-old has been released from jail. Just last week, she was taken to a hospital for a psychological evaluation after reports she was violent and suicidal. She was also arrested for battery against law enforcement back in February.
A big #1 opening weekend for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, $150 million. That's $10 million more than the most optimistic early tracking, but 28% less than the nearly $209 million opening for Jurassic World 3 years ago. Incredibles 2 business dropped by over half in week 2, but thanks to a record opening, it still made nearly $81 million. I do want to see both of those, so I need to get to those.
The movies are a busy place these days. Good movies out. We'll be right back. Stay with us.